My name is Peter, and this is my story. I was fisherman turned disciple, overcame failures to become the steadfast rock of the early church. But let's go back from the start. I was once just Simon, a simple fisherman from Bethsaida. I remember those early mornings by the Sea of Galilee, the mist hanging low, the smell of salt in the air, and the feel of rough fishing nets in my hands. Back then, I never imagined how drastically my life would change. Raised by the sea, I thought I knew my purpose: to fish, to provide, to live a quiet, unremarkable life. But that was before I heard his voice. I'll never forget the day he called out, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." His words pierced through the routine of my world. I left my boat, my nets, my past, and followed him. We traveled together, side by side. I watched as he healed the sick, gave sight to the blind, and spoke words that stirred the hearts of thousands. I still remember the moment I realized who he truly was. "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God," I declared, my voice trembling, and with a gentle smile he said, "Blessed are you, Simon, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father in heaven." But faith isn't always steady. One night, amidst a raging storm, I stepped out of the boat, eyes fixed on him. For a moment, I felt the impossible. I walked on water, but then doubt crept in. I began to sink. "Lord, save me," I cried, and he did. Every time he lifted me up. I failed him when it mattered most. As he stood trial, I stood by the fire, warming my hands. A servant girl recognized me. "You were with him," she accused. Three times I denied him, each time louder than the last. And then the rooster crowed. I wept bitterly that night, ashamed and broken. I had promised I would never forsake him, yet I did. On the day of Pentecost, the Holy Spirit filled me, and I preached like never before. Thousands believed that day. That was the beginning. No longer Simon the fisherman, but Peter, the rock on which he would build his church. It wasn't always easy. There were disputes, especially with Paul. We argued fiercely over whether Gentiles could join the faith without observing the law. But we resolved it, united in spreading his message to the world. Years passed, and when they led me to the cross, I asked to be crucified upside down. I was not worthy to die in the same manner as my Lord, and so I embraced my end with peace in my heart. My life was not perfect, but it was redeemed. From a simple fisherman to a servant of the living God. My faith wavered, but his love never did. This is my story, one of grace, forgiveness, and unshakable hope.